Okay. Day 1 in Okinawa. First full day in Okinawa. Last night we got in, what time?
We got in around, we got to the hotel around 10 o'clock. And
we were starving.
Yeah. And so we got checked in, and then we just Googled a place to eat. We were going to this Italian restaurant called Soil, which I kept on calling Soul for some odd reason. And as we walked there, we ran into a completely different place.
Never found Soil.
Yeah.
Place in an alley ended up being great. We realized we really don't speak any Japanese at all, and they pretty much spoke no English at all. So,
but it's not impossible to make it work. So.
Yeah, we ate.
They had an English menu, so that worked out.
We pointed to our menu items, and it was great.
Yeah.
So today was a real adventure. Today was the enthronement ceremony day.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese emperor was being enthroned.
Whatever that entails.
So things were not open as normal. So we started today. We got up. What did we do first?
We got up and then we went to eat.
Was that the first thing we did?
Yes, because you like to eat. So, we went to eat, but I don't remember where.
We went to eat at Columban.
Oh, yes. We went to eat at a place called Columban because that was close to a beach we wanted to go to. So, we ate at Columban. It reminded us of the inside of the restaurant on the show Fresh Off the Boat.
Yep.
So that was interesting. I got some noodles and some rice. Allison got some noodles and
taco rice.
Taco rice,
mm-hmm.
which is exactly what you would think
sure
taco rice would be.
Taco rice.
And then after that, we walked across the street where the beach was, and we hung out, and it was nice. The
water was clear.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the beach we were at was called Sea Glass Beach because the water is clear as glass. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was
romantic.
Nice, romantic, yeah, relaxing. We had a good time. We ran into a couple non-native Japanese people. We didn't talk to them really. We maybe waved.
They didn't
or
wave
something like that. Yeah, but yeah, and then the fun started.
So we planned out our bus situation when we wanted to leave, and we got to the bus stop with about 15 minutes to spare. And our previous experience at the bus station told us that the bus wouldn't be right on time. So we waited there for about 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We started to get a little worried. And we were like, we just must have missed it. Fine. So we were like, okay, the next one comes in, like 39 minutes or something like that. We were like, we'll get ourselves a water from a vending machine across the street. We'll go sit up on the beach, have a nice time, and then we'll make our way back to the bus stop.
So we sat on the beach, had a good time, and then I set a timer. My timer goes off, and it's about 4 minutes to get to the bus stop, which is like a minute behind us, maybe not even that. So we go to the bus stop, we're like, okay, the bus has got to come, right? So we're waiting, and about 15 minutes passes, and we're like, okay, we need to figure this out, otherwise we're going to be here all day waiting for a bus that's never going to come. And the walking distance to our hotel was about 2 hours and 9 minutes. So walking wasn't really an option.
We were also wearing sandals.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't great. So we figured the buses aren't running because of the emperor being put on the throne.
Yeah, at least not on time, seeing as how we had already rode a bus at that point today. So it had to have been off the schedule for whatever reason. But it didn't make it any better that we don't have any taxi apps or anything on our phone.
Right.
At the
No,
time.
And we don't really know how to hail a taxi. They don't just come by like in New York.
Yeah.
It's Okinawa, which is pretty small, we realized.
Yeah. And it's more of like like a, I don't know, like a surfer type of feel of an island. Like it's just, it's really laid back.
Relax.
A lot of like more working class people.
Yeah.
And everybody's got their own car. So most people don't need a taxi.
So I found a thing on my phone that said there was a bus, different type of bus, like an airport shuttle, but it also stopped where we needed to go. So we walked down the street 9 minutes to try to get to that, but it ended up being at a hotel that wasn't the hotel it said it was going to be at.
But 3 minutes into our walk to that hotel, the bus that we had been waiting for over probably an hour and a half now at this point drives right past us, and we're too far away from the bus stop to be able to run back and catch the bus.
That
was a shot to the heart.
Yeah.
That was a shot to the heart.
So we get to the hotel and we ask about it again. Us, not a word of Japanese, them kind of broken English. And she shows us 2 schedules for the bus that we think is coming in 11 minutes. One shows that it's coming in about 50, and the other shows it's coming about an hour 20. 2 different times, and she's just nodding her head, showing us these 2 different times. And Richard at that point said, let's just call it a taxi.
Let's just have her call us a taxi. Executive decision has to be made. Like, we can't spend any more time waiting for buses. And I was exhausted. And I don't get grouchy much, but I was feeling grouchy. So we hop in we have a taxi come and get us. We hop in the taxi.
Taxi worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked out.
So we got to the hotel. We regrouped for about 15 minutes because we just needed a little time.
And I let my eyes rest because I wasn't sleeping. I was just letting my eyes rest. I learned this technique from my grandma.
Yeah. And
it
then
works.
We decided to go to a big shopping center here.
Yeah. It was wild.
Eon Mall shopping center, whatever. It was crazy. It was all open, no closed stores within themselves. It was like flea market style mixed with a mall style. Mm-hmm. Very bizarre.
Yeah. A couple food spots in there too.
Food. We got donuts.
Of course, Allison wanted to get donuts, so we got donuts.
Yep. And I can't wait to eat that. And then we walked to a rotary sushi place.
Yeah.
That had Tokiyaki,
which is dough ball with octopus in it.
A little bit of a letdown for him.
Yeah, I mean the first 3 I had were good, but then you could tell that because the place we went was like a I would say like some type of chain, or it wasn't like high quality Japanese food. So the first 3 weren't bad. There was 5 in total. And then the last 2, I was just kind of over the taste of it, just because of what I've seen on videos and stuff like that on YouTube, make it seem like it should have been more crisp of dough ball, and probably more octopus in it, because there was like small pieces of octopus in the 5th one that I opened up. So I'm looking forward to trying the legit ones in Tokyo when we go, from the street vendors.
However, the sushi was amazing.
Super fresh.
So fresh. That's not a lie.
Yeah.
It is different. And the soy sauce is different. It's less salty.
Seaweed is different.
Seaweed's different. Not as from the sea, like ocean tasting.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
And it was all like press buttons to order things and be seated by like robot type thing.
Yeah, there was a little robot that seated us. That was pretty cool.
That was it. And then we decided to not mess with the transportation system anymore and walk the 30 minutes back to get our exercise in and just avoid any more emperor throning.
We are going to be a half a pound lighter than we intended on being, which is like 18 pounds heavier by the time we leave Japan. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe if we keep walking, it'll only be 10 pounds heavier.
And we are back in our 2 foot by 2 foot hotel room now.
It's really not very large at all.
It's pretty small.
We are using a suitcase to record this.
Against the wall. That's where you are right now.
Yeah,
Whoever watches this, it might just
right
be
against
us.
the
We
wall.
might just be the ones watching this later.
Yeah.
But
No clue if this is going anywhere.
that's it.
But if it does, don't
Real
make fun of
small.
us. All right.
By the way, we forgot an important detail about night 1.
Yes. So this will go into the extras of this vlog. So when we got in from Tokyo, which was our layover location, we land, we get some money, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go catch this bus. Allison already knew a bus. She's like, the 111 or the 117 will get us to where we need to be. And I'm like, bet. So I go talk to the information desk, and I'm like, yo, where's the 111? And she's just like, the 111 left like at 8. She said at like 8:50, and at that point it was like 9:05. And I'm like, okay, well, when's the next one? She pulls out this paper. There is no 111 coming until 6:30 in the morning. And then okay. So then I go find Allison. I go, what was the other one again? She said the 117. So we go check. There's no 117 coming until sometime tomorrow. I don't even think it was as early as 6:30. So there's no train.
I'm like, no train. I'm like, so that's it. Taxi's the only. She was like, so sorry. Yeah. I'm like, okay, great. Well, we had already learned from our few YouTube videos we watched on Japan that taxis are really expensive. But it was that or sleep at the airport. And we had already been traveling for over 24 hours.
Yes.
So we were like, fine, it's our only option. Let's get in the taxi.
And that taxi ride was about 30-something minutes. And it costed us about $200.
200 big ones. All that money we took out. $200. Should have put that on our HoneyFund.
Yeah.
Dang.
Just in case money.
Hindsight, though.
Yeah.
All right.
When you come to Japan, just make sure you're getting in before 8:30, so you can catch a bus.
Okay.
Well, that's in Okinawa, but you get
probably anywhere. Not really sure.
Probably anywhere.
Okay. Peace.
Peace again.